1, 2, and 10 makes 12. How would you like to take $12 and take that and make 8 pounds of chicken meat into a wonderful taco meat and have those stored in the freezer, so anytime you want to make burritos or tacos or tostadas, you've got the meat already prepared and right there. We do it all at once. It's very fast. And we'll have 8 bags full. Sound good? All right, let's show you how to do it. First of all, for that first $10, we got 8 packages of chicken for $1.25 a piece. Markdown meat, we already showed you the video on that. It's easy to do. $10 is all we paid for all this meat. We'll take those other $2 and we have spices that we made in our homemade taco seasoning mix. We showed you how to do that, and some onions. The onions were really cheap. I don't know how much I'm going to use. And then of course we'll need 8 Ziploc bags to store it in the freezer in. So come with us and we'll show you how we're going to make this. Now you can see my onions have a great variety in size. And we're going to cut up these onions, and just a nice strong dice. You can do it with a knife, you can do it using one of your kitchen tools, or even in your food processor. But what we're going to do that's a little bit unusual, I'll start with this paper off, and I'm going to show you a neat trick that we have been doing for the last couple of years. We just take that leftover paper, and instead of throwing it away or throwing it in the mulch pile, I have a bag of onions in the freezer that I just throw this right into. Why? This makes absolutely superb broth. Why use a whole onion that's fresh and put that in your broth? You can if you want to, but it's a lot cheaper to just use the discarded parts of the onion and throw them in the bag. And the next time you're going to make stock, our wonderful bone building stock that we have on the Prudent Wife, you just use the onions. That's your tip. Well, we've got those wonderful skins, and we'll pop those into the freezer and save those for the next time we make broth. So now let's take all these onions we've chopped up, and we're going to dump them into our pans, and then we're going to open up the meat and throw it in. Come on. And it's chicken, ground chicken, and what we're going to do is we're going to plop it in here. We've got those onions that are already going. We went ahead and threw a little bit of garlic in there, and we're just going to begin to plop batches of chicken into both of these, cook them down, throw another batch in, and cook it. Incorporate the onion mix into the chicken mix, and then we're going to sprinkle it with spices and let it cook down. To sprinkle that onto the meat, and then that'll cook in. And we've still got a package of meat to add to each of these, so we got to cook it down a little bit. And then what we want to do is incorporate that in. And if you wanted to do this more of an Italian, you would just take and put a little bit of oregano, onions, garlic, and you could cook that down, some basil, and make a nice Italian type of meat. Or you could just cook it with garlic and onions, make it real simple on yourself. But here we're making 8 pounds of taco meat for about $12. It's all nice and cooked. Remember, this is chicken, so it's a slightly different color. And for me, I like to drain that grease out, and just, I don't like it, the water and the grease that cooks with meat nowadays. I think it's a lot nicer not to have it in your meat. So quite simply, I just let it go. You can put a little bowl under there to catch it. And this is just a colander, and just drain it out. And then bring your pan back over and throw it in the pan. A little bit more of our taco seasoning there. And then we are going to finish cooking it on the stove. Get it nice and golden brown. Meat, and you can see we have got a ton of taco meat in here. I believe this is a 10 quart, might be an 8 quart, I don't know, might be a 12 quart. I have no idea what it is. I can look on the bottom when this film is over. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in, these are a 1 cup measuring device, and it's a scooper, and it's great. And I put 2 cups per taco meat container, and I write taco meat and I write the date on the Ziploc containers. And I'm just going to fill until we're done with these, and then we're going to have this for dinner, of course, tonight. But we are going to have nice little bags of taco meat, and when you squish out the air, they will fit perfectly. They're just nice little packages for the freezer. And what you're going to have is the ability to just yank one out. You can really fast make dinner. You can do taco salad. We do that a lot. We serve it, we have tons of recipes for many, many different types of taco salads, tacos, tostadas, enchiladas, burritos, whatever you want to make, sky's the limit. So the final score on our $10 worth of meat. I'm just loving this. I love this, that we did all of this for $10. We have all of these 2 cup bags of meat. They're ready to go into the freezer. They'll stack up beautifully, and we ended up with a total of 11 of these for $10, so less than $1 per bag. This is a great way to save a ton of money You can do this too. Everybody can, really. And I have to tell you the biggest secret. When I walk into a grocery store, the one thing I do every single time is I ask the Lord, what do you have for me here today? What do you want me to buy, Lord? And He shows me the most amazing deals. So there you go. Thank you so much for being a part of theprudentwife.com. And there you have $10 worth of taco meat.